Hi, good day to you Pisces. Welcome to Meenakshi Tarot. Today is the 5th of October. As you can see, I've already started with pulling out the runes prior to the reading because it does tend to take up a bit of time and I find it a little bit noisy as well. I'm sure you do as well. So we are seeing a situation, Pisces, of defensiveness coming up. Some of you might be needing to protect yourself, maybe needing to protect those around you. But it's definitely some sort of a situation where you are needing to use logic in your situations. You are needing to show leadership. There could be some battles that you might be feeling that you are facing in your situations right now. Some of you are having to go through periods of conflict. There's a lot of reactions, actions, defensive energy. But you know what, you need to really realize that there has to be some sort of regeneration. And as I'd shuffled the cards that had fallen out was Justice, Six of Wands, Ten of Wands, and let's see. Sorry, I actually forgot to put my timer on. Let me put that on quickly. Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Okay, let's shuffle some more cards and see what more do we have here. Two of Wands in reverse. Okay, my word. Okay, cards have a message. Cards have a message. Let me put this here. Let's put this here and let me see. This is quite, I'm going to put that there. And we have three more here. So this is quite a message for somebody out there. Justice card could be a Libra person in your space. You could have people with the following energies. It could be in your chart or even people around you. We're looking at Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. We're also looking at Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. And we're looking at Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. So you are generally seemingly to be surrounded by a lot of people within your situation. So this could be some kind of a situation where with Pisces there's maybe some legal situation that needs to be sorted out for some of you. Something that has arisen. Could be related to property, could be related to the law, but it's also a case of you wanting there to be more justice in your life. And maybe it's also a case of you dealing with the consequences of things that have happened. It's important that there is a lot of it's like a karmic consequence, the way I look at it. It's like, cause and effect. Is this the effect of what was done, or is this the cause which is going to create an effect? You need to be very mindful of what is going on in your situation. Some of you are looking for success and victory in your life. You are looking for recognition. Some of you could be signing contracts, could be starting new jobs or new projects, and you are looking for this praise, this recognition from the situation. There's also the hope that the situation is going to bring you a lot of domestic bliss, a lot of domestic happiness, a lot of economic change and emotional stability. It's like you really are looking for this sort of situation to unfold within your life space. Some of you could be dealing with an air sign feminine person that is Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra person. Could be also somebody with a feminine energy that is Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. We see that you are needing to be very honest about your situations, very upfront about your situations. Also you're realizing that there has to be this objective perspective to what you're doing. You need to be very honest about the things that you are dealing with and how you are dealing with things. This is not a time to be sneaky or to be keeping secrets from people. You also need to realize it's a very important time for generosity to flow, for you to have good financial sense, for you to be also very sensible in how you are managing your life and your situations. Could be with this changes that there are and with all this bliss that there is, there might be this desire to want to celebrate and to have fun and to have parties and to be in this phase of enjoying life. Almost as though some of your feeling is that you deserve to be part of, like the collective, you know, having some fun, enjoying life, enjoying the fruits of your labor, enjoying the company. And it's quite okay to want to be in that space where you are enjoying things, but you also need to be very mindful that, you know, that the celebrations and these relationships, although it brings in this happiness and you know, brings in these social events, you need to be very mindful when it comes to just wanting to have a good time and being in this energy of just wanting to have a good time. You are obviously at a stage right now where you need to be very mindful that you don't get yourself so caught up in the fun of things that you don't plan yourself properly, and that you are maybe overthinking things. You're trying to play it safe, or you're just trying to avoid taking chances in your life because you want things to stay the way you think this is the way it should be. You know, this happy party buzz all the time. You could be feeling as though this is how things should always be. But there is seasons in our lives, you know. There are seasons and there are seasons and there are reasons and there are, you know, change has to happen. Because you need to be mindful. If you're gonna be very forceful, not allowing change to happen, you could become a very vicious person and very ineffective in how you are dealing with your people, with your situations. Because wanting to have everything your own way is not the answer. You know, you need to be very mindful that wanting to have everything your own way is not the way you move forward in any situation. You need to realize that if you are going to behave like a bully, you are going to create a lot of restrictions, a lot of limitations in your situation, a lot of frustrations in your situations, and you need to be aware that this is not going to allow you to progress. You know, this is not going to cause you to to overcome. And it's going to have the opposite effect. There's going to be a lot more frustration in your situations, a lot more obstacles that you're facing, and life is generally going to feel a lot more difficult than what it should be feeling under the circumstances. You need to be also very mindful that if you're going to carry on with being a negative person, it's going to cause you to be very moody. It's going to cause you to have unnecessary tantrums and conflict. Could be you also dealing with this with other people. There's a lot of moodiness, there's a lot of frustration in the situation, and you need to realize that you do need to move away from the situation. Or you could be dealing with somebody who is somebody who's always looking for drama, always looking for conflict, and you need to be very mindful of this energy and of this person. You know, you need to realize that some of you are going through these situations where there could be things where there are hidden motives in with what's going on. There is a lot of superficiality, there's a lot of confusion for you. Some of you could be feeling, you know, kind of like in a situation where it's like you don't have that inner sense anymore. You don't, it's like, you know, some of you could be very maybe spiritually guided, or you have that sixth sense where you know what you know, and you could be feeling very disconnected by that because of you putting on these appearances, you know, to suit everybody else and not being fair to yourself. So you need to bear in mind here that you can recover from your situations if you can learn to focus on what is happening and know that there are resources out there to help you, and that you need to really, you know, uh, face whatever is making you feel guilty or ashamed. You know, maybe come clean with situations, and then have the courage to face life the way it's supposed to be faced. So I'm going to stop here for my TikTok people. This is a very intense situation, and those of you that are going through this, you know, you need to learn to just face life and face what has happened, and be honest with yourself. So Pisces, I mean, a lot of drama here, a lot of situations that you need to realize that, you know, you need to face things that you have been running away from. So let's draw some more cards and see what more does the tarot have for you. Okay, what flipped out here? Page of Wands, Queen of Cups. Okay. Queen of Wands. I think you had did you have the Queen of Wands before? Yeah, you had the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. You had the King of Wands previously. So we're looking again at Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here. Oh my, okay. This is not wanting to go in, and I'm going to take this and leave it here. I'm also going to take this out here. And let's see. Ten of Wands, the Fool, Queen of Swords, Eight of Swords, Five of Wands, and Three of Swords reversed. You know, there is always, there's always like these situations that keep unfolding. And if you're going to keep avoiding things, especially things that have happened in the past, you don't want to face things that have happened, and you just want to move forward. And I see a lot of you just wanting to move forward and waiting for some kind of newness in your life, some kind of adventure in your life. You're just waiting for things, to bring this fearless energy so that you can show people how extroverted and energetic you are, and how you are somebody who can make things happen. But you've got this water energy here, which is a very compassionate energy as well. Some of you might be feeling as though you would like to, bestow gifts upon your lover, or your lover bestowing gifts upon you. But it's also about there being a lot more kindness, a lot more love, a lot more intuition flowing in this relationship, and allowing this to manifest itself. Could be somebody that you've known for a while, or somebody from your past that you want to share this confidence with. And you're also feeling as though you are very passionate about the future. Some of you could be feeling very determined, also having this charismatic energy, realizing that you know what you need to be very optimistic to allow change to happen. And one of the things you do need to bear in mind, Pisces, is that you shouldn't take on more than you can handle. If you have got a lot of stress, a lot of obligations, it's important that you learn to delegate, because you can only do so much before you find yourself struggling and in a burnt out situation. So you need to be mindful of that. Some of you could be facing your situations like it's a new beginning for you. You have this idealistic attitude, you have the freedom to move forward. You can achieve whatever it is that you set your mind out to achieve. And that's a very positive energy to have, because you're still carrying again this Queen of Swords energy, which is about rising up. It's about facing what you need to face, and realizing that you have the wisdom and the intuition to rise above your situations, and that you can be a success in what it is that you need to do. But once again, it's important that you allow yourself to be very honest about things. You allow yourself to be very principled about things. Be open to constructive criticism, and allow yourself to have a fresh perspective, a bird's eye view of situations. Because we see you feeling once again very trapped in where it is that you are at, feeling very restricted, almost helpless in your situations. Some of you could be feeling very like you can't make a move, like there's nothing more that you can do. But you need to realize that a lot of your drama is coming from within yourself. A lot of this drama is you creating these problems, these conflicts within yourself. You could be in this competitive energy. Yes, you could be having arguments with others. There could be this aggression that is flowing, but you must be very mindful that this is not an energy that is your own thoughts that is running away from you. It's not the reality, but it's your fears, it's your anxieties, your stresses that is running away from you. So you need to bear that in mind as well. And it's important that you realize that healing is very important in your situation. It's important to have this recovery, this reconciliation. And if there has been conflicts in the past that is making you feel very stuck, Pisces, it's important that you realize that you cannot hold on to the negativity of that emotion and the difficulty of that situation. What you should rather do is realize that you need to express yourself, be open with regards to your emotions and how you're feeling about things, and then allow there to be change, forgiveness, allow there to be healing within your situation. So let's draw some more cards to close up the story for you, Pisces. And I must say, Pisces, I've been trying to get my readings on time, and I've been a little bit delayed every week. I must apologize for that. Things have just been so intense this year, I can say. So you've got the Queen of Pentacles coming out. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. Four of Cups. Three of Swords again. Six of Wands. Five of Cups. Death or rebirth. That's Scorpio energy. Nine of Pentacles. Queen of Swords again in reverse. And Six of Swords. So here you are with this beautiful, this is Earth energy again. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy coming up here. Air energy. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Even though these cards are showing us females, it doesn't mean that you're dealing with a female person. It could be somebody who's got this feminine energy. You must remember, energy is either masculine or feminine, and sometimes whether you're a man or a woman, you could be more in your masculine energy or more in your feminine energy, depending on what's going on. So either you're dealing with somebody who's a very generous person, a very caring person, somebody who's very much like a homebody, somebody who likes being at home and comfortable at home, but they also welcome the luxurious lifestyles and the luxury of life and what life has to offer them. But they're very what could I say? They're very practical. They're a very practical person, and well, you yourself has got this practical energy about yourself. But for some reason, we see that you could be kind of like caught up in the past. Some of you could be even missing. This could be somebody that was in your space once before, and now they're not in your space, and you could be missing them. Could be missing the friendship, but you're feeling kind of like disconnected from them, and there's this sort of like this apathy within yourself. You know, really sad about this relationship. This could have been a friendship or a lover or somebody, but now that this relationship is not there, for some reason, some of you are feeling very sad about this, not having this person in your space, and it could have been something that has caused you a lot of heartbreak because there's some kind of a separation from somebody who was like this, whether they were a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo person. It's the energy that this person had of being very steady, very homely, and for some reason this relationship has ended, and you are very upset about it, and then I can see some of you are very grief stricken about this relationship that has come to an end, and you do regret this relationship that has come to an end. So, but you've got the Six of Wands, beautiful energy. You need to take your wins where you have them, Pisces. It's important that you realize that you do need to take your wins where you have them, and you might be having a lot of success and a lot of victory in your situations, a lot of recognition. Some of you might be looking at proposals, at marriage. Some of you are also looking at people are really very proud of you, and you are proud of yourself. But it's almost like a shallow sort of pride that's coming through here, because you are feeling the sadness, almost as though you don't have anybody to share your success with. There's this constant grief within your situation, feeling very left out and feeling very let down. There's a sadness within you, but you do have this death card, which is saying to me the score, and it's also about death or rebirth. So if you look at it, it's about death or rebirth. So when you look at it, it's either something's coming to an end, or you can allow something to be reborn. You can allow the situations. It doesn't need to stay in any one way. Transformation. This is what transformation brings us: the opportunity to transform our relationships. It doesn't need to stay stuck in any which way. And this card is symbolizing that you can have this transformation. You can have a changed relationship. Either you need to let go of this friendship or relationship or whatever it is, but release it and allow yourself to either accept the ending or make a change. Allow a change to happen. It's very important that you can allow this change to happen within this relationship. Some of you might also be feeling quite as though, you have achieved great success in your life. You are very independent. There's this material security for yourself. You're feeling very, self-sufficient as well. But there's also this energy here, once again, with this Queen of Swords energy, where you've gone from being so positive and seeing the bigger picture, to having a very pessimistic and malicious energy here. Either yourself or someone else was a very bitter person, was very cruel, spiteful. Could be somebody with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Could be dealing with either male or female person, but it's somebody with this energy. This is feminine energy who can be very spiteful and cruel, and you are finding yourself in a situation where you are able to move away from that. And if it was yourself that was going through this phase where you were feeling this level of bitterness within yourself, you're finding yourself now being able to move forward, being able to leave this behind. Some of you might be traveling, maybe taking a trip, or really be at a distance, but also be able to accept the lessons from your situations, from where you were to where you are right now. So this is a very emotionally intense reading for you, Pisces. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and please take care until next time. Goodbye.